Hello you lovely people and welcome to week 2 of Jumpstart January. So first of all, whoop, massive high five to us all for getting through 7 days of consistently moving our body in 2017. January is off to a great jump start. Today we're taking things back down again for some more body and joint and muscle nourishing stretches. So I hope you enjoy these. I'm really looking forward to doing these tomorrow. So again, at any point you have any questions or you feel the modifications don't answer it, just ping me a message. You know how it works, and I will make sure that we cover those questions for you as best I can. So we're going to start today with a really simple twist. You can sit cross-legged. Now if you find sitting cross-legged, I suggest you get a cushion or something to pop your bottom on. That will just raise up your hips and it will be much easier for you to sit with your or sit cross-legged. If your hips are fine and you actually want to increase the challenge, you just bring the ankles further forward. So the ankles sit underneath the knees rather than pulled back in. So they sit directly under the knees, which you can see in my hips isn't so easy. Or alternatively, you can even go into a double pigeon. But what I want you to do is cross your legs however you're comfortable, and for the first exercise it's just a really simple twist. So your right hand is going to come to your right knee, your right hand's going to come to your left knee, left hand goes behind the back. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to twist round and look behind. Now you can use a little bit of force with the hand and a little bit of stabilisation with this hand at the back, but don't wrench yourself round. It's more about going into that twist, and with every exhale you take yourself a little bit deeper. So you're going to do 8 breaths that way, then you're going to turn around, this hand this way, look all the way around, deep breath in, exhale, go a little bit deeper into that twist. And you're going to do 8 breaths that way. Then you're going to switch the cross of the legs and you're going to do exactly the same. 8 breaths and 8 breaths. Now, a couple of key points here. The spine should stay nice and neutral. If you are a little bit stiff in those hips, you may find that you're a little bit arched through your back. That is when the cushion is ideal. So get those hips higher so your spine can stay nice and neutral. As you twist, this hand behind is sort of keeping you upright, so don't be afraid to use this hand to stabilise. This shoulder sometimes will want to roll this way. Don't let it. Roll it back and down as you twist, and then from that position you take a nice deep breath in and out, twisting through. Good. And you're going to do 8 of those each way, and then switch legs, 8 of those again. Then we're going to move on to a side body stretch. So keeping those legs crossed on the floor, on your cushion or whatever. I'll just shuffle back a little bit. And you're going to take your left hand down to the floor, elbow to the floor if you can, and this right arm is literally just going to reach all the way across. Imagine that your whole body, front to back, is sandwiched between 2 walls. So as you tip over to the side, there is no twist and turn of the body. It is going straight to that side. This arm is extending and reaching as your right seat bone is driving down into the floor. So you're creating a really nice stretch all the way down through that side body. Now obviously you may be up here, that's absolutely fine. Oh no, low battery, stay with me. And exactly the same, 8 breaths this way, 8 breaths this way, cross the legs in the other direction, 8 breaths this way, 8 breaths that way. And then, so we've done that one, then we're going to move on to some stacker swirls. So bring your crossed legs now. Those who did remember will know this is knee stacker. It's one of my favourite hip openers. I've obviously got a way to go. Some of you will find that your knees are actually on the floor, but what you're doing is your shins are parallel to the wall and you are stacking one knee on top of the other. And what we're going to do in this position is, again, 8 circles. You can do them really small, you can make them bigger. You're leading though with your belly button, not your shoulders. Okay, so your belly button is coming towards your thighs and then your belly button is lifting up. So it's not this, it is more of a hinged lean forward, so you're hinging from your hips. 8 in one direction, 8 in the other direction. Switch the stack over. Oh, this one's so much tighter. Oh my goodness. I would also say flex the ankles, so keep those ankles flexed, and then do exactly the same. Now, some of you may find that even to be upright in this position is almost impossible. That was where I started, and so I needed my hands behind me and my circles and my upright body. I mean, I was barely moving because it was so intense. But if that's the case, just take 8 deep breaths in each sort of direction rather than too much motion. So then we're going to move on to my 3-way hamstring, which I love. So we're going to grab a strap or a tea towel or a towel or a belt or a dressing gown, what are they called? Dressing gown, waistband, whatever. And you're going to lie on your back. You're going to hook the band over your toe, and the foot is going to go straight up to the ceiling. And for the first bit, you're going to hold that there for, in fact, we're just going to do it 2 ways. So you're going to hold that straight up for 8 breaths, and as close as you get. Now try, if you need to bend the knee, fine. The key is that this leg stays nice and active, the straight leg on the floor stays nice and active, stretching through that hip flexor. Your pelvis and your seat bones are both driving into the floor, shoulders are rolled back and down, and as you extend that leg up, you're taking nice deep breaths into the back of the hamstring. You're not pulling too far. You don't have to feel a walloping stretch. As long as you can feel a stretch, that's all that matters. It doesn't have to go really, really far to be effective. The key is that you're feeling the stretch. So we're going to hold that there for 8 breaths, and then we're going to take the foot over towards the left side. Oh! And with this one, if I show you this way on, the angle is not that the bottom is rolling. This stays flat on the floor. So all that's happening is my leg is just hinging over towards the left. And you're going to hold that there for 8 breaths too. Same on this side. 8 breaths here, 8 breaths here. Using the strap to support and just to add a little extra stretch. If you want to repeat that, so you end up doing 31 seconds on each leg, I would highly recommend it, because our hamstrings are notoriously tight and it will do you the world of good. So do maybe twice through that one. And then our last and final exercise is a beauty. It is a bit of a double whammy because it gets your glutes and your hip flexor. If anyone watched that stretch video the other day, it was in there. But it's just a simple pigeon. I say simple. It is never simple for me, my friends. But what we're doing is bringing the shin forward, ideally as if it were parallel to the wall. If you're like me, your hips won't let you do it, but as close to that point as you can. This leg behind then extends down, really feeling that hip flexor. Now you can either stay up like this, just protect that low back by engaging the core, or come down onto your forearms and rest here, or you can come the whole way down onto the floor. Oh my goodness, you can tell I have not done any stretching today. And you staying there. And we're staying there for 16 breaths on each side. Now, if you find that that's a bit intense, using a pillow or something like this underneath the bent leg, bent thigh, so bring this here, pillow comes underneath here. It allows you just to then relax into the stretch a little bit more, because that's what we're aiming to do as we breathe and we breathe out. We're really just imagining that we're relaxing into that stretch. Now what you want to avoid is rolling towards that hip side, and that's where that cushion will be really useful, because it will just keep your alignment and your pelvis more neutral and more stable, and more level rather. So 16 breaths either side, holding those are your lovely, lovely Sunday stretches for week 2 of Jumpstart January. I know some of you guys have had a few catch-ups to make. I love the fact that you are putting in that extra effort to get the second workout in or to hit a double whammy on some days. It is so awesome to see so many of you dedicating that little bit of time to yourself and to your body, because it is small consistent efforts like that that truly make a difference to our life, to our energy, to our bodies, to our health. So well done, guys. Week 1 is down, we're moving into week 2. Enjoy your stretches tomorrow, because then we're going to start picking up the pace again. Take care, everyone. Bye.